Hello everyone, KirbyVolt here, and welcome back to Let's Play Shantae, part of Summer of Shantae. In the last episode, we got pretty much everything across the board. We have learned all of the warp dances, we have the healing dance now, we have all the fireflies, we got all the warp squids, which kind of implies that we got stuff. I mean, we're missing the 4 stones we're supposed to be questing for, but you know, Risky was a little jerk and absconded with those. However, we are still missing 2 other items we can be getting, which are the other 2 pieces of the fighter's gear, which are the tiara and the cuffs. However, being part of the fighter's gear, they are pretty expensive, so I did some off-screen grinding here by dancing all night to get enough money to afford at least one of the 2 items, so we're going to get that right now. And I'm going to forget the dance. That's not the dance. That's the dance. There we go. Here at Watertown, we're going to go over to the item shop, as per the usual, when we pretty much always are visiting Watertown these days. Because at the item shop, we have the cuffs that we can purchase at this time. Well, we could technically purchase both, but the tiara is technically an upgrade for the cuffs, so we couldn't really do much even if we got the tiara. Because, oh goodness. Cuffs are 500, tiara's 900, so we gotta do some more money grinding. Yay! So we bought it, we gotta wait for all her money to drain. Draining so... okay, that's actually not that bad. And you don't have any more of those items anyway, so why are you telling me that I can't buy it? With the cuff, here's what you do. You hold down the attack button and then wait just a little bit, and then Shantae can do this really fun arm dash! And it just kind of keeps going until she collides into something. So you know what? Volo, for being a dumb butt earlier, this is what you. This is your comeuppance. Take that! Now then, I'm gonna head back to Scuttle Town and I'm gonna do some more money grinding so we have enough to get the tiara. But I might show one of those rounds, but otherwise I'm gonna cut away till we have enough fens because, you know, we don't need to see me grinding for money. So, I will see you all in just a little bit. Alright, so we're back. As you can see, we now have the 900 we need. Oh boy, this dance minigame. I've been pretty much doing rank C, because I think that's one of the... you can still get a decent reward for it. You can get 74 gems if you do perfect. The other, like, rank B is, like, kind of okay. Rank A is like, oh my goodness. Whoever can do rank A, major props to you, because my goodness, is that difficult. So then, we're going to be heading back to Watertown. So I remember the correct dance. I've been doing wrong dances sometimes between recordings. And we're going to purchase the final piece of fighter's gear. So then Shantae will be completely decked out. She will be ready to go. That said, I do want to pick up a few other items if we have the funds on hand, which I don't think we do. So... oh, we definitely do not. That vial is 50, and I was kind of hoping, but whatever. So, now that we have this, we gotta watch our gems. Gotta watch our gems. Gotta watch our gems. Just drain. Alright, so let's see. Attack during an elbow dash for a powerful throw. So, with this one, here's what we do. We charge it up. We charge it up. Oh, and okay, we need a little more space. Let's go attack Bolo again, just to show it off. Bolo is apparently our sparring partner from childhood, so during this, do that. Check that out. Like, wouldn't that be an awesome you-know-what move for the you-know-what game that we've been talking about, that I'm going to be a bit more subtle about from here on out, in case of, you know, people watching in the future going, why the heck are you talking about that? So then, with everything, Shantae is ready to go, except for the fact that she should probably be healed up a little bit. So I'll take care of that right away. But we're going to first go over to Oasis Town, because that's the closest area to that telescope we need to get to, and that's going to take us to Risky's Island. Escape from Risky's Island. It's like, you know, Escape from Monkey Island? Honestly, I've actually never played that game. I know it's blasphemous to say, I should probably play it someday, but I've been playing awesome games like Shantae, so I kind of think it's an even trade. So let's head out to the world map, because we're going to begin the final assault here. We're going to go to the final area of the game and begin our assault, and let Risky Boots know that she is up to no good, and we are here to stop her, because we're not just the guardian genie of Scuttle Town, we're pretty much the guardian genie of Scuttle... We're not just the guardian genie of Scuttle Town, we're the guardian genie of Scuttle Land, is what I was going to say, but that's wrong. We're the guardian genie of Sequin Land. So, are we prepared? You bet we are. So, welcome to the Tinkerbat factory. This is Risky's Island. It is a massively steam-powered place in which he's using the steam technology for her own nefarious deeds. There's a lot of Tinkerbats here, so we're going to be taking them out as quickly and as, hopefully, painless as possible, because they are kind of adorable in their own little way. Kind of feel bad beating them up, in all honesty. This area does like to put a lot of spikes in places, so be careful about that, because spikes, you know, dangerous. I believe you can actually cling to these walls with Spider, but I'm not going to use it right now, because it's not forcing us to use it. However, if we do this... Do I have 0 lives? I seriously have 0 lives. That's definitely not good. Hopefully that shouldn't be much of a problem. There is a heart up here, and we'll go down to begin pretty much the assault of the Tinkerbat factory. As always, be careful about running, because you never know what you might actually run into, and because there's so many spikes here, I'd probably say you're best off just walking for the most part, especially because these Tinkerbats are around, they're going to be doing some crazy stuff like this, getting in this little totem here, and then just saying that you can't move. However, unfortunately for them, we have the ability to turn into a very powerful elephant, as I shake my hips way too many times. And so, ram, bye-bye Tinkerbats, you're like a piñata, except made of bad guys. Hello! You guys have guns now. Good job. Too bad, unfortunately, my hair trumps your guns. So we're gonna bring out our most favorite of forms, monkey form, because it is so freaking adorable, and use it to traverse this pipe. This area becomes a little bit of a maze. It's not too complicated, but it is kind of a cool little idea. There is a heart up here, should we want to go for it, and I think we're just gonna go for it just so we can always be at full health at all times, as much as possible. So let's figure out how to monkey. There we go, no more monkey business here. This is serious times. I mean, it's playing the night travel music during the day. That's how serious it is. I do really love this track, though. I like a lot of music in this game, but you already know that. And I hope you're ready to hear more of it, because the sequels get even better. Now this thing is pretty awesome. I do like this thing. It's Tinkerbot, essentially. We don't really need to bother with it. You can just kind of leave it be if you don't want to attack it, but I believe if you use elephant form, they can do a bit more damage to it. So let's test that theory out. Come here, Tinkerbot. I'm here to dance. Thankfully, when you're charging with elephant, there are a few invincibility frames, so as long as you don't get run over by it, you should be okay. Once you hit enough, the head will be exposed, and you can actually see the Tinkerbat controlling it. They get very panicked, and their movement gets a lot more rapid. So be careful about that, because that can easily catch you off guard and run into you and do some damage, like it did to me. Now up here we have Pinball! Everyone's favorite. It's Shantae Pinball, the spin-off game that actually has never come out, but why not? We're gonna put it in the game anyhoos. There's a bunch of Tinkerbats that are flying up here. We pretty much need to hit them. I believe you could bounce off them if you're much more skilled than if you're trying to speedrun this thing. Otherwise, the idea of this is you want to get on the top there. You have to kind of figure out how to aim this thing, and it's a little wonky at times, but I was hoping I was actually going to land there and make it seem like I was awesome, but unfortunately that was not the case, and neither was that. So let's just try this a little bit more with a little more passion, and that was not enough passion. How about over here? Just, you know, how about this? I always forget, like, what the best route, the best method for these cannons are. So I kind of end up spamming it all over the place in hopes that I can actually get something decent. But that doesn't always pan out as you'd like it to, obviously. But then again, major props to speedrunners who can do this flawlessly. I have not actually still checked out speedruns of Shantae. I really should, because I'm sure they're all freaking amazing. But for stuff like that, I'm sure you guys have really interesting strats, and I'd really love to see what those are. I mean, there might be a few glitches I don't know about myself. I believe there are some, like, spawning type things as far as getting out of area bounds. You could probably do a lot of skipping with that. But, I mean, just, like, little stuff like that. I'd be really cool to see, like, what a speedrunner would do for that kind of stuff. Anywho's, with our second Tinkerbat pinata taken care of, we are going to deal with more spikes, because everyone loves spikes, especially people named Spike, unless maybe you have red hair in your anime character, or you're a dog, which happens to be, I'm referencing people named Spike, so I'd hope they like their names, I don't know. Hello there! So these Tinkerbats have learned how to fly. I'm not really sure if they're having wings or whatnot, or if they're just using, like, steam, whatever, to keep them propelled. So I'm actually going to take a hit here. I'm actually going to go and kill myself, because I'm going to show something that's actually very helpful off to all of you, just in case you're in this area. But also because this area is very difficult, and I have 0 lives. So, let's get a game over! Now you're thinking, are you nuts? Why would you get a game over? Why not just, like, get a game over earlier before you started the video and get all of your lives? That would have been smart. However, I think this is actually a very important thing to point out. If we hit continue, believe it or not, when you get a game over in the Tinkerbat factory, it will actually start you at the previous section you were at. So this particular section, I mean, you could die in the middle of it. It would start you back here, but it would actually start you back here, so you wouldn't start from the beginning of the island, which is actually a very nice little touch they put in, just in case, because this can get a bit hard. So, thank you, WayForward, for thinking of that, because I think that's actually really nice of you, especially because of how, like, crazy this area gets. And there's no save guys either, so we're kind of, we have to just, hope that we can do for the best. Now then, what we want to do in this area is we want to use Spider Shantae, and cling to these grates right here. Oh, by the way, I can shoot because I have venom now. Right. The green part is also climbable, so remember that. And just be very careful here because this area is a little annoying. Spikes everywhere. I'm pretty sure you could probably do this with Harpy if you were very good. However, I'm not going to risk that just because I can tell us what they intended for you to do. So let's go with the intended method. Bye-bye, I have spider venom. Stupid Tinkerbat. Okay, there we go. See, it can't, like, it automatically clings and it always throws me off. So I'm not a huge fan of Spider Shantae. Other than not just because I don't like spiders, but because of how the clinging thing works. Like, I'm expecting that I have to actually put input into there, and so then, like, when I actually accidentally press up and I go into something, it's like, oh crap. So, let's go here. Be very careful, because we're still over spikes. There we go. I believe that is the end of that section. That section is pretty brutal if this is your first time playing the game, so be very careful. And one thing I do actually love about this area is the steam type thing. It's a really cool graphical thing that, really, again, just pushes the Game Boy Color and what it's capable of doing. And here's another Tinkerbot. I'm just going to be a little spawny, I'm just going to be a little camper jerk, and just hit it like that, and it's dead. Bye-bye, Tinkerbots. I do like your boxes, though. Boxes are very nice. Alright then, it's time for more Shantae Pinball! Alright, so what are we gonna get, $7 games, Shantae Pinball, on the 3DS eShop? Let's make it happen. It'll make no sense, but let's make it happen. I'm also surprised I did that in one go. Huzzah! Those sections, again, can be quite annoying, so good luck to you on that. Hello. No, you get out of there. You give me your gem, and I'm gonna stay away from the spikes. Oh boy. Okay, well, I'll take the hit, and you can... I was hoping you would drop actually not a gem in health for once, but whatever. We do have 3 potions on us, so we will be using those for when we need them, but now is not the time to be using them. We have another pipe maze here, and this time it's a little more convoluted, like this is actually a dead end, but that actually didn't have what I wanted. What I wanted is in the leftmost pipe. Whoops. This is a really interesting idea too, these pipe mazes. Just because you can't really see what's going on, so you kind of just infer via how the camera is panning with Shantae. So let's get that. That actually didn't heal me as much as I thought it would, but I'll take it. And then what we want to get into is the center room right here to get down here, and soon we'll be getting into some tricky territory. Tricky indeed. I believe actually beyond this door is where we'll be having our final confrontation. And we'll be having that next time. So, thank you all very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Shantae. If you liked this video, please consider that like button below, and if you want to see more content from me, please consider subscribing. As I've always mentioned, these games are all fantastic, and they are available on the Nintendo 3DS. This is available via the Nintendo 3DS's Virtual Console, Risque's Revenge was a DSi title, and Pirate's Curse is a 3DS eShop title. Pick them up if you want to give them a go, because they are all fantastic. And I will see you all on the next one. I hope you're all having a great day, and until then, one more time, let's vote Shantae for Smash. Ciao!